Let me tell you, another day, another takeover. Shout out Albemarle. Albemarle, North Carolina. A city in North Carolina. Water, air, land, and opportunity. The heart of Stanley County. And now the heart of Solana. Welcome to Albemarle. What a beautiful place. Shout out the Albemarle. Shout out the Albemarle Water Tower. Shout out Albemarle as a place. Shout out the stream board for Sponsor Easy. Obviously. Shout out the board. Dude, Albemarle has been all over it. All over it. Full board takeover. My lord, my lord. My lord, my lord. Also, shout out Slato, by the way, for stealing last night. Yeah. Yeah. Starting with that Harris bold. Dude, it's been Albemarle. 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 That's how you say it. Nah, the mayor's not coming on stream. LARP Von Trier will be on at some point. I did DM LARP and I was like, yo, how do we get you on? Someone said rough morning at farm work. Bro, I've slept like combined the last 2 days, like maybe 7 hours. I got absolutely destroyed by fire ants. Destroyed. I counted yesterday. I thought I had 27 bites on my feet. Turns out, I'm over 30 bites on my feet. I've been absolutely ravished. Wallow, water, air, land, and Albemarle. I'm excited. We're gonna watch the entire 10-minute video from them, which I'm actually very excited about. We talked about it briefly. They have some of, if not the best video content. Some of, if not the best video content. So I'm very, very excited to talk with them and just get into it and take a look at everything that they got going on. Truthfully, I just think that there's a lot of fun stuff going on there. So it'll be fun. There is no name for the song. The song is literally called Background Music. And it comes in this software I use called EVMux, which is the streaming software that I use. So I wish I had a better answer for you, chat. I wish I had a better answer for you, but that's what it is. So let's get a little bit of a roll call. Who is here for the Albemarle watch party? Love the title of this video, by the way. Good things coming. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Market feels good. Earnings season's coming. I'm still very, very bullish on INOD. Still very bullish on them. I still hold shares. What's good, Gambit? What's good, Wolfie? What is good? Josiah Rodriguez, Jack Max, English NFT. What is good? They call me Thor. What is good? What is good? Shadow, Risk, Cirkin Lord, Allison Blake, Geo Hendricks, David Fowler, Josh Hodlin. All the good Kinfolk of Solana, Slayer DPS, D08090, and No Future. What is good? What is good? Bomb Skunk, Squatch. All of you, what is good? What is good? Sleepy So Stony, what is good? We're going to do this watch party in a couple minutes. Like 5 minutes. We're going to hit it before market open. Get into it, talk about it, react to it. Take a look at, obviously, the fun city of Albemarle and everything that going on. $50,000 donated, 266 recipients. Looking down the main street towards City Hall, streaming live 24/7. Dude, I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Albemarle TV, for those unfamiliar, we're obviously taking a look at everything going on here. The War of Albemarle is what we're going to be watching. Full video is what we are going to be watching. What? Why is it not loading? Oh, is it in sci-fi? I think it's in sci-fi. I know it's on here. I watched part of it last night intentionally. Yeah, here we go. Play. Does it have to load? Is that the issue? I'm gonna let it load. But we're gonna get into that. Let me just message him to make sure, because I want to watch. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm genuinely excited, brother. I'm like truthfully very excited for this. I don't think you guys understand. One, they've been an incredible group of people who have just been hammering the board and have been rocking with me on this board for so long. And they launched a 9-minute and 27-second video that I'm genuinely excited, man. I'm genuinely excited. Jenny excited on this one. So we're going to watch this whole thing and react to it live. But there's a lot of other stuff I want to talk about today too. Obviously, with trade market open, we're going to dive into some memes. We're going to take a look at our charts. It feels like crypto's in a very good space right now. A very good space. I do want to talk about Brian Armstrong. We did talk about him briefly yesterday, but base keeps kind of fucking up. Pump token versus Pons. I want to talk about. I want to talk about Hyperliquid's HIP 4 markets. I want to talk about a bunch of stuff today. A bunch. It's going to be a busy show for sure. No interview today, but sure enough, there is in fact. I said I was excited for all the guests this week. And a guest does not mean that they're coming on. It just means that we have some form of event. And I think every single day we have stuff going on. Yesterday we had One Arena. Today we have Albemarle. Tomorrow, I believe, at the moment, we have another interview. I don't want to share too much while we're still figuring out logistics. Thursday, OSF from Rect Markets is coming on, which I'm very excited about. Friday, we have another event on the stream that we're going to go through and take a look, share some thoughts, give some feedback, review it all. Next week is also... Why the fuck the music just started playing? I don't know why the music just started ripping. Next week, we have T-Mod coming on Tuesday to talk NFTs. I believe Monday, at the current moment, we have Stonk Brokers coming on. Let me actually just send that interview. Wednesday, I believe we have a guest, and Thursday. So, very, very, very busy week. Busy. But I'm just trying to make these streams more fun. I'm trying to have more cool shit come on, talk about more things, talk about more opportunities, give you guys opportunities. My days have been busy. And that's kind of how it feels that we're starting to see more life in the market. More life in the market, which is why I'm sitting here excited for it. And why I've been able to find a bunch of good things. So, I want to get into this. Now. Get Ray in here as a surprise guest. Missed the guy. Yeah, we'll get Ray in here. He just had a baby, I believe. So he's going to be on once he's back in office. Once he's back in the office. But here we go. Let's get into this because I want to watch this. And I want to start this with a bang. So the War of Albemarle. 9 minutes, 27 seconds. Let me know if you guys can hear it. Full movie watch time, first thing in the morning. Starting our Tuesday with a movie. Well, the fact that they make this with AI is so nuts. So nuts.
Okay. Did you get today's numbers on 3i Atlas?
Doing it now.
Sir, you need to see this.
Dear God. Get the Joint Chiefs on the line.
At 2100 hours tonight, we received a classified message from NASA that 3i Atlas has changed course.
What do you mean changed course? How does a comet change course?
Sir, NASA has confirmed that it's not a comet, and it's heading for Earth.
Bro, the fact that they made this whole thing with AI is so crazy to me. Because it's actually well done. It's like so well done.
We need a response plan immediately. We need to shoot it down.
Yes, Mr. President. Understood.
They shot the spaceship? It's gonna crash. Why would you shoot the spaceship?
Where's coming in at?
Albemarle, North Carolina, sir.
4.5 minutes to impact.
All personnel to battle stations. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
To the water tower. I repeat, everyone to the water tower. Now.
What are you looking at?
Center plane?
Get down!
Top it off.
Please, thank. Want some more syrup?
I'm good.
What was that? Earthquake!
The spaceship has crashed. The Albemarle Diner is under attack. This should not be this much fun. Yes, I've consumed the TikTok AI. Very full. There's an army of aliens? They look like the Predators from Alien vs. Predator.
Get the kids and get out of town now!
This scene reminds me of, what's that movie where you can't look up and you have to stay quiet?
I don't care where you go, just go!
With Sandra Bullock.
Holy shit! They're everywhere! They're approaching the water tower field! I repeat, they're on you now!
Hold the line!
Oh my god.
Don't you want to drop! Don't keep it drop! Stop reaching! They're moving right for us!
Quiet place. Bird
Watch out
box.
front! They're all over us! Fall back! Fall back! Fall back! Fall back!
Well, the aliens are fucking them up.
Help!
The aliens are
Keep
fucking them up.
shooting! Drop every last one! We can't
He's
hold
gone.
this line!
He's done. He's done. The subtle Albemarle mention, like, is so good. It's so good.
We can't stop them! They're heading into town! Go!
We're taking over the mayor's house. Lord von Trier is in danger.
Get some!
No.
Get some!
Brother, why does he look like Duke Nukem? Oh, he's gone. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. This is awesome. This is cinema. To be honest, dude, this is Odyssey would be so much better. Like, this is actually. The aliens are running them off.
No, stay back!
Oh, she's
Get away from me!
Allergic to water? The water tower is the truth. The water tower is the outlaw. Look at the foreshadowing. Foreshadowing is
Use the water! The water kills them!
It's the truth. Bullets don't hurt them, dude. You need water guns. Why is that one? Oh yeah.
Listen, I know. Listen to me. The water kills it. Use the.
Oh shit.
Use the water!
out here.
You freaks!
You need a super soaker, Lark.
That's it, die!
You need a super soaker.
We've defeated a few so far, but they are all over the city. I have a plan, but you need to arm yourselves. We're gonna take the fight to them. It's time to make our stand.
Yup. Oh, they got the super soakers. Let's go. Water balloons with a slap. Yup. Look at the water. Dog, look at the water bottles on the waist. Like, this is grade A shit, dude. This is grade A shit.
It's now or never. Get to the water tower. Come on! Hold them back! More coming! Keep firing!
Is that Tom Cruise? They got Tom Cruise in this?
More coming! Keep firing! It's working!
Bro, this is a good scene. They crushed this. That's the original sound.
Don't tread on me!
You think it's over? It's almost dark. We should hole up on one of these tanks out here in the water till morning. Good God, that's the lithium mine!
Not the lithium one. This dude looks so disheveled right here. Bro, they made a
Don't tread on me! Blow!
Harry's on my God.
Better leave me be! Blow! Don't tread on me! Blow! Better leave me be!
I wonder how they fell back in 45 as the whole world burned amid the genocide. When the real men stood and turned back the night. Oh, give us the strength, we're sure they're gonna need it. Standing on the edge at the end of time, with the trumpets sound, with the scrolls unwind, and God we trust.
Bro. Okay. So, couple initial thoughts. One, that was awesome. I was like, man, 10 minutes a long video. That flew. That was so well done. Start to finish. And I'm not like, I would tell you if it sucked. I'm a straight shooter. I would tell you if it sucked. That was so fucking good. Wow. That was so fucking good. Oh my God. That was so good. Like, start to finish. That was so fucking good. That was so good. I'm like, damn. I genuinely enjoyed that. Wow. It was good. It was very enjoyable. Like, start to finish, that was very enjoyable. What I want to say is there's a couple key things that I want to call out with it. One, the Albemarle creative team, A1. You guys have a storyline, you have a world, you have an ecosystem, A1. A1. 2, the TV section. Family, drama, documentaries, comedies, the war on Albemarle. Absolutely awesome, awesome job. Meme generator for their water tower. Everything revolves around the water tower. They attacked a planet that's made up of mostly water. Aliens are dumb. Yes, aliens are dumb. Dude, there's the thing that I look at here is there's so few places and memes that really, really lean into this, and they crushed that. Start to finish, absolutely crushed that. They just absolutely crushed that. That was awesome. That was awesome. I genuinely enjoyed it. Like, I want a part 2. I want a part 2. Shit, give me a part 3. Give me a 45-minute movie and I'm gonna watch that. It was fun. It's not often you end up watching some form of content like that that's genuinely fun. And they crushed it. Absolutely crushed it. Shout out the water tower. Saving Earth 1 minute at a time. Just saving Earth. Just saving Earth. That was so well done. I want to say there is a movie thing coming out. For, is it Venice? Venice AI Film Festival? I know that there is one. I wish, oh yeah, here we go. The Lumara Film Festival. Lumara Film Festival. Lumara Film Festival is the one that I want to find this link because, yeah, MoonPay in Venice. Here, found it. Okay, this is what I wanted to find.
So listen, guys, Venice AI MoonPay collaborative effort in launching the first ever mainstream AI film festival in the shape of the Lumara Film Festival. This will be, all the live screenings will be happening in New York this October, and there's going to be $100,000 cash prize to the winner. You can essentially start entering now and start working on this now.
Albemarle should enter this film festival. Plain and simple, they should enter this film festival. Like, absolutely. I don't see why you wouldn't. Because you guys did a great job. It's tough to maintain interest and attention. Sorry. But dude, overall, that was I just genuinely enjoyed that type of shit, man. They crushed that. Circuit Lord, yes. I will say the one piece of feedback is the 10 frame dissolves. Dissolves between scenes should be harder cuts. It's the only feedback I have. The entire plot was cohesive. You had foreshadowing, you had action, you had drama, you had all of this stuff where I'm like it was really, really good. It was really good. It was fun. That's the thing. It was genuinely, genuinely fun. It's not often I can say that stuff like that is just truly fun. And they crushed that. They absolutely crushed that. Wow. 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 Start to finish, just a good, fun movie across the board. Wow. I'm sitting here and I'm like, this was, it's not often that I can be like, damn, this was a really good watch. That was a really good watch. But all right, let's get into this now. Market open. Shout out Albemarle. I would do a watch party every fucking day. I would do a watch party every day. Lart Von Trier, awesome human being. Their team over at Albemarle. Shout out Squad. Shout out John. Shout out everybody involved because that was fun. Is Hood pumping? Let's take a look at the market real quick. First and foremost, we have 7,500 as the MVC. Calls flat right now. Net delta is basically flat. Huge wall. Want to take a look here. SPY giving up its pre-morning gains. Q's up 1.3% again. This was the crazy part, was Q's yesterday was up 1.3% as well. So let's take a look. Robinhood up 5%. Bernstein cut Hood's crypto revenue forecast to 5.3 and trimmed DPS to 205. Robinhood chain on Arbitrum exceeded 400 mil of TVL and may drive DEX volume and fees. I want to see Hood regain 107. Hood regains 107. We're going to take some call options on it and go long. If Hood regains 107 today, we are taking call options to 128. We'll grab some 125s for probably next Friday. If and only if it regains that level, that 107 level. It's the level we've been closely watching for an extended period of time. I still really like Hood. I think this volume we're seeing on the Robinhood chain is very strong. I think that is a very interesting moment right here, very interesting market that I'm extremely interested in. So watching that closely, let's take a look at our cryptos. Wow. Okay, we need next week's charts. Here we go. Yeah, Bitcoin in its long zone as of this morning, looking like it's going to hit that 67 level. ETH is flirting with the long zone. Solana in a long zone as well. Hyperliquid in no man's land right now. No man's land at the current moment, which is not a bad thing. I do not think that hype just kind of trading here is not a bad zone. So cautiously watching that. I want to see NVIDIA. Let's take a look at last week's. NVIDIA, what did we have on them? Yeah, I mean, NVIDIA is still in this long zone for 236. I don't hate going long NVIDIA here either. NVIDIA and Hood are probably the two that I'm most interested in. Probably the two that I'm most interested in right now. For now. NVIDIA and Hood. I want to also take a look. How are AI stocks doing? AI Infra, 6% up on Nibius. 6% on BE. Hut 8 with an absolute ripper off the 82 low. TeraWolf up 4%. The only thing down is Service Now. Iron looking decent. I think these may have all bottomed. I think the AI trade is largely bottomed. Across the board. I think we've largely bottomed across the board. I want to still come back and take a look here. Net delta exposure is still fairly red. Not bad. We're starting to see some green blips. I do think we probably end up towards that 7,500 level. I guess maybe we take some calls. I feel like maybe we go a little bit long. Hello, Boomer. Yeah, I'm tempted to go long on this today. I guess we go long. I'll buy some 747s. I'm going to buy some 747s. A little bit out of the monies. Oh, man, we missed the entry. Damn it, we missed the entry. These things just ripped on us. I tried to get filled at 0.85. Ugh. That sucks. I really wanted to get those 747s. We might have to go 748. I don't love it, but we'll take them. We'll take what we can get. We're going to go a little out of the money. We grab 748s, a little bit out of the money. DEX volume coming in green here. Puts dropping, which is good. I want to see these calls ramp up. Heat map still certainly points upside, which is kind of the same setup we had yesterday. Gamma exposure absolutely eyes the upside. Absolutely eyes the upside. So we'll see. I grabbed a few calls on this. I think calls could be the play here. And we'll let it work. We're going to let it work. Puts fallen down pretty substantially now, which is great. I want to see call volume ramp. DEX exposure still almost a bill in the red, which I don't love. If we take a look here, watch list. SPX 745. 745, up 0.5%. Let's get down to the 5-minute. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate this. I think you could have a decent day. Gamma thanks, data speaks. I guess, or the data tells us. Yeah, I mean, the data's certainly not pointing crazy optimistic one way or the other. You're starting to get some bearish price action. I still like the gamma exposure growing here at 75 and 7530. You are largely flat on delta exposure. 1.6B is nothing. I don't love that calls are dropping. It's the same setup we had yesterday. But it's still really, really early. We're only 7 minutes into the market open. That's the main thing. I do like some of these. I do like some of the price action, but I want to see this delta, this delta exposure start to go more green. Our gammas are certainly pointing to the upside, 75, 30, and 75, which if we look, 7,500 would be here, which on this line would be like 747, I believe. Oh, it's a little higher. So it'd probably be like 747.50. And then 75.30 would be here, which on SPY would put us here, 750. Yeah, I'm going to hold these, I think, for just a little longer. I don't see why I would not want to be long here. I don't mind holding the longs. I don't mind holding the longs. I think we could have a little bit of a bullish day. We'll see. I just grabbed the 749 as well, really cheap, only $24. It's not a hard swing. Market could turn. Put volume is actually negative. People are still selling more calls than puts. DEX volume starting to decrease, as you can see, now back under a bill. I like the gamma exposure we have. I want to see if we can actually get a little bit of a push down on this. Where is 730? There we go. Yeah, I don't love some of the put volume on this, which is why I'm trading this the way I'm trading this. Oops. I want all the way to 930. There we go. Yeah, you got puts ramping right now. We're going to just hold these. Maybe we get rinsed. We'll see. I just like the heat map being higher. Gamma exposure still points to the upside. You are getting a little bit of a push down, though. Delta's now 2 bill to the red. It's just surprising, bro. Like, basically the last 2 days are buy calls at close and sell it open. Buy at close, sell it open. Qs are still so high. ETH and Bitcoin. Basically just buy the overnight trade is kind of like what the market's shaping up for. Buy the overnight trade. Qs look good. I want to actually see if we filter by SPX here or SPY. Yeah, I mean, the actual SPY looks way more bullish. 748 is our MVC, which I like. And then if we go to Qs, I bet Qs are probably pretty bullish too. Yeah, Qs too. I mean, Qs look like they want to keep it above some of these levels. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm gonna hold these, I think. I want this delta to come down. 3.2 bill. Yeah, I mean, I probably bought a little too early, but I lean bullish today, which is, who knows? We'll see. I haven't actually seen. Is there any news? Besant. Several Kuwaiti power and water desalination plants were attacked on Monday in an Iranian attack. Vessels making voyages to and from Saudi ports may be subject to targeting by Houthi forces. Trump prepares new round. So this is the bearish situation. A new round of tariff. Let's get cheap 747 and 748. Chianti, I think that is the play. Cheap 747, 748s. Delta's still not great, but the thing I look at here is the heat map looks really strong. Really, really strong to the upside. And same with gamma exposure, still pointing 7530 and 7500. Has not shifted at all. Delta is the one thing drawing us down, is the delta exposure, which I do not love. But if you can get a nice run on price action, then we could be in a pretty good scenario today that has me a little bit more optimistic. A little bit more optimistic. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. There's a few things I did want to hit on today. There's a few things I wanted to get into. So we're going to leave these calls for now and just hold them. See what happens. I mean, you are selling still, which is crazy. I want to get into some of the memes, though. Easy. How do you think the market reacts to Hood earnings next week with everything they've done the past quarter? Bullish. 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 Iran said they hit Amazon warehouse somewhere as retaliation. Saw it in a tweet at Wake Up this morning. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. I do want to talk a little bit about the meme coin stuff, though, because this has been the hot button topic. This is still my favorite chart in all of crypto. We drew this last week. It's so funny to me. Like, this shit is so funny to me. How long will this go zone? And it ended up breaking out. Ended up breaking out on that. So Pons is the one. Look at this. I sold for a loss on Pons at 9 mil. I sold for a loss on Pons at 9 mil. It's pretty wild to see because Pons is obviously the dominant launch pad right now. Like, it is pretty damn clear that it is the launch pad right now that everybody's interested in. And it's still just pumping. Like, if we get down into the 15-minute, this chart is fucking nuts, dude. If we look from highs to lows on recent break to recent low, I mean, bro, you're looking for a 45 mil. By the way, I want to acknowledge this because we absolutely nailed the Jimothy trade, by the way. Nailed the Jimothy trade. Nailed the Jimothy trade. Yesterday, we were sitting down here, and I was like, if it holds above this, we're going to get a move at least to the 15 mil. A 50% move. Instead of just a 50% move, instead of a 50% move, you had a 100% move. Wire Eco running today, though? I don't know the Wire Eco. I'll look. You had over a 100% move. You had 118%. Even here, an 80% move. And yesterday, I was like, dude, if Jimothy breaks above and holds above this 10.3 level, there's probably a pretty good chance that it's going to do well. Like, I was like, dude, I actually think there's probably a pretty good chance that Jimothy makes this move back up. Sure enough, it did. Sure enough, it did. It's crazy to see because there's still 100K profits on a lot of this stuff. I'm actually going to follow Reboot. I think they're pretty good. How many dominant launch pads have we had so far on Robinhood? Feels like a dozen. Yeah, I mean, that's been my main concern is the number of, quote, dominant launch pads. Soldiers, I traded this too. Was not happy about my trades on this. You can see I lost money on this too. Dude, I got to figure out my trenching strat because it's not been good. My trenching strat has not been good. I've been just all over the place. I've been buying the right coins. Jimothy feels like it can still run. Fumbled that Jimothy trade hard. Yeah, dude, I gave the Jimothy playbook. I literally gave the Jimothy playbook yesterday. It was trading. I was like, yeah, this clear trend break. You even had a back test and then a break above that 382, which ran all the way up to the 786. I would have been taking profits at the 618. So, like, you would have broke this 618, been able to sell out before the retest, which you see here. Clear retest, higher lows. Higher lows. And if it bottoms here, you're probably looking towards, like, 35 mil. You're probably looking towards this 35 mil level for next upside target. You just want to now hold 15. If it's a bullish environment holds, wouldn't be surprised if it can 3 to 5x. Yeah, I mean, dude, that's the thing. What about entering at 9 million but got distracted, came back and was ripping? Dude, same. There's just so many good tokens still. Like, Index, I'm still very interested in. This candle right here was where we got the follow from Vlad. But this is still the most interesting RWA play, in my opinion, is Index, which just gives tokens. It gives stock tokens, right? So that in itself is interesting. Damn, Virtual's up as well today. Virtual's up nicely. The Black Bull's up nicely. Shout out Ansem. Gremlin Cartel is still 0.02. I want to see where is Stonk Brokers. Stonk Brokers still holding 1.53 ETH. That's so nutty. That is so nutty. Absolutely crazy to see at how well Stonk Brokers is holding. Is that actual kick support? Hi, just a quick reminder. Check your email inbox when you have a moment. My bad. Kick support, appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'll go and update that. I did not know that that was even a thing. I apologize. Forgive me. Forgive me. That's my bad. I'll fix that right after stream. Sorry. Okay, so Stonk Brokers is very, very interesting. I want to take a look. What is their token at? 10 mil. God damn. Dude, so this is the interesting thing about this Robinhood chain is it almost feels like there is this tech meta running and we're going to see some new and innovative stuff. I also really do like the Lucky Jack thing that's been going on, which is Jonah's project. I haven't played the game much. I played it once. Yeah, this thing ripped to 1.8. First real casino game paired right now with Sushi Swap. Preseason is in full swing. During preseason, each win grants you one entry into a drawing for you. The player receives the most wins will receive $1,000. Not bad. They're gonna build Robinhood's casino lair. I think this thesis is good. 1 second. Let me actually check if I can go in and make that change right now for Kick, because I actually don't know. That's my bad. That's my bad. Where is is there a way to enable this? Oh yeah, okay. My bad. All right, I toggled that on. That's my fault. That'll be toggled on moving forward. I'll make sure that that's live. It's because I multi-stream. I stream to multiple locations. Man. So yeah, there's some interesting stuff. Index is really interesting. I think Lucky Jack is really interesting. Obviously, Pons being the main launchpad right now. And if we look at the data, Pons has now captured over 60% of Robinhood launchpad token volume. Noxa gave up everything. And I feel like this is just a good opportunity. Like, clearly, the Robinhood trenches are not moving away. You had a nice bounce in Robinhood activity, a 2-day lull. If this continues up, you're going to continue to see some pretty dominant price action in Robinhood tokens. I'm just unsure if I want to play the new token launch play or go into some of these like established communities. Tendies is really interesting here. Tendies is very interesting at this level. Tendies is very interesting at this level. I would want to be holding right here. And like this level I would want to hold, because if you go highs to lows, yeah, so even that 236, you want to hold 10 mil on Tendies. Hold 10 mil on Tendies. Let me show this. Hold 10 mil on Tendies, and this looks pretty fucking good in my opinion. Let's get into the 4-hour. 4-hour chart, hold the 10.2. If it retests back above this level, then I'd be targeting here. If we can get an entry on Tendies at 10.2, then you could probably set your targets back to 18. That's kind of how I want to trade this. I don't hate the sell of Tendies for Stonk Brokers either. I don't. I think because Stonk Brokers is definitely going to trade at a correlation to index. I'd be looking towards like this last line here. Yeah, I mean, if I'm looking for an entry on Stonk Brokers, 7 mil is probably that entry with targets back to 12. So that would be my trade. would be this. 75% trade on it. That would be the trade I'd be looking for, is an entry at 7.1 for a move to 12.6. I just think in general, there's a lot of very interesting stuff. Virtuals on Robinhood are going nuts. Karma is one. Robvis is a low cap. Let me see. Karma by virtuals. Damn, 3.9 mil. Holy. What is this? What is this? Karma Wallet, Magic Internet Money app. Karma is now live on Robinhood chain through virtuals.
It's crypto
Doc's
super app
founder.
for all your social finance, completely in public. Karma is live in the App Stores, available for both iOS and Android. And
Damn, and they're on the App Store? I'll take it. That's pretty fucking good. Pretty fucking good. Karma is like FOMO of Robinhood. Interesting. Very interesting. One sec, chat. I'm going to go grab a water. I'm going to leave the SPX chart up just for a minute. Actually, I lied. We're going to throw on a BRB screen. Give me 2 seconds, chat. I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. So back. We're so back. Okay, my bad. Been hearing a lot about Suppy. What is that? Hearing about a Slippy too. Let's take a look. I enjoy looking at some of the memes. This one's crazy. I had no idea that Karma. I want to see their website. The crypto super app. Really simplistic website with a token, which I don't know if I like that. What's Slippy? Damn. What is this? Bro, there's so many of these runners. This is a true meme. True meme. Huh. Slippy. 12 personalities, 1 snake, 0 arms. None of them knows about the others. You're early. Bro, why did this rip? Remember when I told you not to call it around 30K? Oh, it's the same artist behind Pudgy Penguins. Rob Vistech, let's see. $80K. What is this? Rob Vis by Virtuals. Let's go take a look. I wanna. Oh man. What is Virtuals? Okay. Dude, I've always hated Virtual's website. I think that their website looks like fucking ass. I've hated it. But I want to see what... I mean, them launching... Robvis. Robvis by Virtuals. So what is this? I don't see it anywhere, but at 80K, I think it's worth a stab. Robvis by Virtuals. AI and AR trading copilot. Robvis is an exploration of next-gen on-chain interaction. It integrates AI agents, compute vision, voice intelligence, and gesture control into an immersive, allowing users to interact on-chain in a more natural way. Artificial Inu. I'll take a look. I just enjoy looking at memes in general. I like this is fun to me. There's fun to this, but Robvis is very interesting. Oh, it actually uses your camera. It's like a full UI AI trading thing. Fuck it, let's buy some. I'm gonna buy some. This might just be dumb, but we're gonna see. Maybe this is the cook today. I bought a little bit of this Robvis. Oh, here's Artificial Inu. Damn, another 3 mil runner. Bro, how many 3 mil runners are there today? Is this literally just the S&P 500? Slippy's at 2.8. What's Wire? Wirebot? Tweet to trade tokenized stocks on Robinhood. You can now trade stocks and non-stock coins via Twitter. Oh, I've seen this. I've seen this. This person made this all right on X. Full prediction market. Wow, dude, so this is the thing. This is the thing. Truthfully, there's just a lot of really, really interesting tech. There's a lot of really interesting tech on Robinhood, and I do think that there's going to be another tech kind of run. I think you're going to continue to see people try things and iterate and launch new product stacks that, much like the AI meta we saw on Solana, I do think there's a lot of really interesting stuff. There's a lot of really, really interesting stuff here. Wow, and even OSF coming in off the top rope. So OSF, I believe, is coming in on Thursday. I think we're going to be talking to him about wrecked markets. I think we're going to be talking to him about just about everything that's going on. Brother, Shadow with back-to-back pulls. Sabo, that's crazy. Right into a Monkey D. Luffy PSA 10 college basketball. He pulled the Rutgers card. Dude just pulled $1,400 worth of cards. Yeah, so by the way, this does give me a feel of the base AI season. We're seeing virtuals run again. We're seeing just a lot of moves happening on chain right now that I think if you're fading Robinhood, it's probably not a good move. We're seeing a lot of their launchpad volume ramp, which is very, very interesting. Thoughts on Circus, Bonk's launchpad? I'm down to check it out. I don't know enough about it. My concern with all the launchpads, though, is there's just so many. Like, I think we're going to continue to see some new and innovative stuff because the Robinhood CEO is interacting with stuff. And that in itself is very bullish. Like, Vlad is following stuff. Vlad is following ecosystem plays. He followed Ozzy, who's the Pawns.family founder. So that alone,
I want to win.
Real interesting. There's a Sushi Swap launchpad coming too. Probably. I mean, dude, there's just a lot of launchpads. And if you're going to bet on the launchpad, I feel like you just bet on the favorite. You bet on Pawns, which has been crushing it. This looks like it wants to go. Is Jimothy still ripping too? Probably. Oh my gosh. It is. By the way, our calls are up. Call options are in the money. Not in the money, but are moving in the right direction. I lied. They're not in the money. I apologize. Yeah, so, I mean, I want to read this from OSF because it's really interesting to me on this front. Looking at this, I want to read this because I'm pretty fucking interested. Pretty fucking interested on this. Simply from a pure play, where to spend your time. And I think Robinhood is probably the best place to spend some time. Also, I think we are confirmed tomorrow, which I'm very, very interested in. Very, very interested tomorrow. I'm very, very interested in this because OSF saying I haven't touched coins for 2 years, but this drew me back in. I think the advantage I have is that I have a different perspective to the guy who's been trenching for 2 years, having to deal with vamped coins that top at 10 mil and then move on to the next pointless thing. But I think the thought on Robinhood is simple. It's massive. Its DNA is very retail and meme focused, and Vlad Tenev is obviously book smart, but more importantly, street smart. So he just gets it. So, like, forget all the pain you've had in the past couple of years. And remember that you literally always complain about not being early. Now imagine you have a chance to get involved on the Robinhood crypto chain right at its birth. Buy the main runner on it for an 80 mil market cap. Any good risk taker wouldn't think twice and be like, fuck yeah, I'm in. This is the exact bet that I think is here to take. And you're risking that a few weeks' time, you're going to be like, it was at that price for so long. It was so obvious in hindsight. And you will have missed it. These things are never without risk. They're bets. You take bets and you win some and you lose some. But for me, I'd be more angry with myself about missing a parabolic run than I would be for losing money on it. I've spoken in depth a bit more about my trade ideas on Rect Markets Pro. By the way, I think what you definitely don't want to do is just gamble random coins. You want the guys who are carrying the proverbial batons in the race. So my thought on that is he's talking about one of two things here. Either Cash Cat. What is Cash Cat at? Yeah, he's talking about Cash Cat. He's talking about Cash Cat. He's talking about Cash Cat. Which, can we remove the drawings here? Remove drawings. Let's take a look at Cash Cat because I think he's absolutely talking about Cash Cat. So, if we're looking at Cash Cat here, which is, quote, the proverbial runner. Proverbial runner. Then you want to see Cash Cat retake this 92, 93 area for that move back to like 140. I'd be looking for buying in on strength for this 54% move. But I mean, the argument here that OSF is making is pretty simple, that he believes if this is the runner, it's going to go much higher. Like much, much, much higher. But I'd want to just buy it on strength than anything else. I would want to buy strength instead of weight, truthfully. Just because when I look at this and my first thought is it seems to have found the bottom here. And now we're starting to see some strength on it, but it is a Noxa Launchpad token. It is Noxa's Launchpad, right? And Noxa basically went boom or bust, where they stopped launches. Could they reopen? There was some drama with the team, all that stuff. I would almost prefer to wait for a retake of those areas and be able to then capture some of the upside, right? That's more what I'm interested in here. Yeah, it's very interesting because I think his thesis is sound. I actually do think that his thesis is very, very sound. I think in general, sometimes buying the runner is the best play. You don't have to chase new launches. You don't have to go after a lot of the extremes. You can just buy the thing that's printing money. Now, in the same breath, I look at Pons, right? Which is the current leader for the launch pads. The current leader. And the reason I'm saying current leader is, let's pull this up. I believe there's like 20 something launch pads. I mean, dude, look at this graphic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 launch pads being tracked right now. So if I'm looking at this, I would... Yeah, I look at this. And to me, this is just a really interesting dynamic. Really interesting dynamic. Because you can bet on Pons. Noxa is still at 22%. Did Noxa reopen? No, they haven't. We're not in control of the original domains. Our only interface is the ones currently hosted on ENS. Yeah, so Noxa is still down. Noxa is still down. So I don't know. It's a tough spot to be in. A really, really tough spot to sit and think about. It really is a tough spot to sit and think about because You could buy the cash cap main runner, right? Or you could do kind of what I'm doing here is look for interesting plays that fit the tech narrative. Now, if you want to just buy the fastest horse, Pons is probably the launch pad for now. That might be the fastest horse. Pons dump coming soon. Be careful. So I don't own any Pons. The counter argument is you just buy Cash Cat. What Cash Cat and Rob Barbell, Robinhood original name was Cash Cat with Fractal to 5 billion by Asta. Asta's one of the best traders, by the way. Big fan of Asta. I just followed him. OX Vast, Avast is crushing. He's done so fucking well. Oh, Notch is also very good. I like the way Notch trades. You just see me follow some of these people. Yeah, so I mean, if I'm watching this, I like OSF's thesis that you would be more mad missing out on the trade than anything else. Arena's launching its Robinhood Launchpad soon. Yeah, and Sushi Swap also doing something. There's just a lot of stuff that I continue to see push out for the launch pads, which I don't really want to touch. So what is this artificial Inu? Because it's just still fucking ripping. The new dog is mission takeover, ticker NVIDIA. AI is currently driving the biggest volume on NVIDIA's token stock. The next evolution of RWA is here. Oh, so this is on long. So what long is it's a way to tie meme coin on top of stock tokens. So Clippy's on Microsoft, Space Hood's on SpaceX, Apple Cat is on Apple, Optimus is on Tesla, Tim is on Apple, Jeffrey is on Google, and AI is on NVIDIA. It's paired with NVIDIA launched on long. So if NVIDIA price goes up, the value of this will also go up. Now, NVIDIA is going down. So this is actually really interesting because I was just saying that if I were to go long NVIDIA here, on this chart, I like the NVIDIA targets. You are still holding above this 204 level. Hold above 204, and I like the upside to 235. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it. I think you retest these all-time highs sooner than later. And if you have a stock token that's paired with it, you don't have to long it on perps. You don't have funding decays. You don't have a lot of these metrics. But in theory, price action should go up. So it is innovative tech. I'm shorting everything when Shrek 5 comes out. Wolfie, I like that play. I like that play. I also love the movie Shrek. Hood's at 107. Real quick. Oh, yeah, it is. All right. Chat, I'm buying hood calls here. We're going to buy hood calls for this move to 127. So I like the move here. I want to buy hood calls. Let's take a look and figure out which ones we want to buy. They have earnings next week. I do think it runs into earnings. I want to sell these before earnings, personally. I own a ton of hood shares, so this is just an additional trade I'd be taking. I'm looking at July 31st call options. July 31st call options at 115 is what I'd buy at 370 per. $370 per 115s. 115C for July 31st. Next Friday expire. Next Friday expire 115 at 370 is what I'd be buying on this. So we'd be looking for a move here. That's the move. And if we're looking, I like these. I like these. These 370s. I thought the bid ask is pretty far. 390, bid is 350. I like the upside potential on it. So I'd be buying those at 350. I'd put in a bid for like 365, 370. I'd probably put in a bid at like 370 on it. I like that. Is there a long XYZ ticker for hood? Is there a long XYZ ticker for hood? I just want to see if you can even deploy. I'm not going to, but I'm curious. Oh, damn it. I don't want to connect my X. I just want to see. I'm not actually going to deploy. Oh, oops. I fucked up. There we go. I'm not actually going to deploy, but I want to know if you can create a token for hood. It does not look like it. Yeah, so it doesn't look like it. These are all the tokens that you can launch with. ETH, USDG, Apple, AMD, NVIDIA, SpaceX, Meta. Yeah, I would love if they Rare Earth is interesting. I would love if they gave an option to long hood. Hey, long, if you're watching this, long XYZ, give us a way to get a ticker for hood. Yeah, I think it's criminal you can pair with coin but not hood. Give us a way to pair with hood, because that's the one I would buy. I would absolutely buy a token that I could pair with hood. I'm way more interested in that. Personally. Way more interested in that. I'd be very, 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 very interested in being able to get exposure that way. Variation. So, but not sure if XYZ. Yeah, so I mean, I can buy the perp. Buying the perp is not the issue. Buying the perp is not the issue. Buying a meme that's pegged to the token is way more interesting. This is the thing, man. I continue to go down this rabbit hole. What is Nova? Nova by virtuals? What is this? What is this? This just launched. It just bonded. What is this? What is this? What is this? Oh, it got followed by the intelligence layer for the autonomous agent economy. The intention behind collecting the first batch of service fees and deposit. Excited to claim fee for Nova launched by virtuals. We'll keep building. Nova's now live on OX Trencher. Hypernova is building the execution layer for AI agent economy, enabling autonomous agents to discover opportunities, coordinate seamlessly, and execute across chains through intent-based infrastructure. So it's called Hypernova. This just launched. The intelligence layer for AI agents. Declare an intent. Swap ETH to Hyper with best price, low slippage, and solve. Swap by intent. Declare the asset target route. Declare an execution. Enter the intent layer. Intent execution. Declarative intent. Settlement rewards. Solver signal. I don't really know what this is. But the CMO of virtuals just followed it, so it probably runs. Isn't that so dumb that that's the thesis? The CMO of virtuals followed it, so it probably is going to run. I'm going to buy some. Yeah, I'm going to buy some. I bought some Nova here. I'm interested in it. AI agent layer is interesting. I like some of the agentic agent layer stuff. I think it's cool. We'll see what happens, but I think the CMO following it is a little bit more interesting. That was why I bought it. Was the CMO of virtuals followed it, followed by CMO of virtual. Small page. We'll see. Degens don't need much to be compelled to invest. Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. I'm just more interested. Like, I say the CMO of virtuals buying into this. It just bonded on virtuals. It probably bonded pretty quick. Full tech stack looks like it's already working. Yeah, I mean, dude, you gotta think this thing traded 150 up to 270. Fuck it. We're taking a flyer on it. We're absolutely taking a flyer on it. Followed by virtuals team. These are the repositories that they built. Let's see. Let's see what the repos are. I like this stuff that's fully transparent. Hypernova, cross-chain intent, Robinhood chain EVM virtuals, building the next generation of cross-chain interoperability. Users declare what they want and the network figures out how. Oh, okay, so that's way more interesting. If I were to go and say, I want to buy and all the routes, it's all autonomous trading. You just talk to it. You just talk to it. Yeah, this goes higher in my opinion. Hopefully. I hope this hits a milli vanilli. I hope that it hits a milli vanilli. We're gonna see. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe we get a nice little dinger on this. Yeah, I mean, overall, man, a lot of the thought and thesis today has been on these virtual plays. I think it's a tech season. I think long.xyz needs to list a hood pair. Yeah, there's a few different moving parts right now, chat. There's a few different moving parts I'm interested in. I'm like genuinely interested in a couple different things here. Market actually doesn't feel too bad. I want to quickly take a look at quant data here. Again, shout out Albemarle for the watch party this morning. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, I mean, we're just straight pointing upside still. Heat map still just points so heavy upside. So heavy on the upside. Deltas are all the way down to 1.4 bill. I like those calls. I hope Chianti took those calls when we were briefly talking about them. I don't know. There's a lot of interesting stuff right now in this market that has me very interested. We're flat on Nova, but I mean, if this gets any sort of adoption, it seems pretty interesting. It seems pretty interesting. So we took a couple things. What is Fonz on Ponds? The fuck, bro? There's so much dumb shit that launches. Fonz on Ponds. I'm not interested in that. Space Hood is here. Givest. I was in this. And then of course Unipix blasted it and sent it to 2.2 mil. Venmo for tokenized stocks on the consumer chain. I do think there's going to continue to be a lot of really interesting tech plays. I think in general, the thought right now for me is don't shy away from Robinhood. Clearly the smartest people in the space are diving in and figuring out where to go with it. I think that's really interesting to me. Just a lot of people slowly starting to find opportunities again and want to put some risk on the table. I think we're looking at the overall market right now. And when I look at the overall market, I just think there's a lot more opportunity to the upside than the downside. And that's interesting to me. That's the most interesting thing, is seeing that risk reward right now certainly points upside. Maybe we retest those lows. Maybe we retest the lows across the board. But my brain tells me being bearish here for at least the next 30 days is probably not the move. It's probably not the move. Like, I just look at this. Bitcoin's about to hit our long targets. ETH is about to hit our long targets. Actually, we need to go to these ones. Bitcoin here, 67,220 looks good. ETH looks like it wants that long target. It does look like it wants that long target. So I'd be more interested in some of these areas. Sol is in its long. Hyperliquid still in a chop. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff right now that I feel more inclined to be cautiously optimistic across the board. I like where crypto price action is. I like that we're seeing this tech meta. I've always fudded virtuals. Historically, I've always fudded virtuals. But virtuals was early, man. Virtuals was early. Virtuals was really, really early. And I think in general with virtuals, they tend to have good tech on their platform. People like to launch tech products through it. And I lean way more into the market looking at interesting tech, AI plus, where the market's kind of shaping. A lot of the volume's happening on Robinhood. I don't know why I would want to really fade where the volume is, if that makes sense. I would prefer to be optimistic in that regard of finding where the runner could be, looking at the market for its potential as far as movers and shakers on memes, movers and shakers in alts. I don't love the president's tariff situation. That's bearish. But last time we had the tariff sell-off, that was the bottom. So maybe they give us another one of those. Yeah, I think right now the best course of action is... Oh, interesting. See, I also just like finding new shit. Like, I just saw this tweet from Solana Events. 3 teams from Mountain Dow's demo day. I just followed Living IP, Luftax, and TriStable. I just want to find cool shit and go and look at it. We will retest the lows starting the end of August. Enjoy till then. Yeah, listen, that's fine with me. I have no issues waiting to see if we get back to those lows. That's fine. Like, I would rather be able to trade where we are and what the potential is here than worry and speculate on what could be. Worry and speculate on missing the run because I want to wait for the lows. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. I would much prefer going after some of these other things here. Like, I would prefer to capture when volume is active and then relax and then wait, see if we test the bottom and move again. Like, there's so much stuff like that that I think in general you need to just be optimistic with, right? Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Every market can be traded. Only strategy changes. Agreed. I completely agree. And I think that's the reality of the situation here is find opportunities that you can take swings on regardless of your bankroll, large, small, medium. You have a ton of liquid capital. You need to get a job to get more liquid capital. And I just think across the board, the clearest thing for me that I continue to think about and hone in on and focus on is finding cool and new opportunities in this market, because those cool and new opportunities are going to be the things that give us more potential down the line. Yeah, like INOD. I like INOD. I've always liked INOD, and I'll always love INOD because of the special place it has in my heart. But I think right now the best course of action is finding the opportunities and taking the time, because you're not in this pure play FOMO market right now. Stocktopia? I'll take a look. You're not in this pure play market right now. Oh, Stocktopia ripped. Wow, this thing went to 700K. Interesting. You're not in a pure play, chronically online, can never do anything, can't leave your computer type of situation, right? And I think that's the best time right now to be researching stuff and looking into it and finding these opportunities to then go and take swings. So I think right now, the literal best course of action is being patient, spending the free time you have to research stuff, building a narrative, and going from there. And I think you have the bandwidth right now to do exactly that. I think that's the reality right now is don't shy away from the shiny new object. Embrace it, research, spend time looking into it, and see where it can go. Yeah, my hood calls are starting to fill. I like the hood play a lot. So I like those into next week. I think we retest close to the money, and we'll see about scaling out if hood can end up getting some legs. But I think that's going to do it today. I think that's going to do it. I enjoyed today's stream a lot. The watch party was a ton of fun. Shout out Albemarle. Tons of fun of watching that. And I think right now it's a market of finding set opportunity and having fun with stuff. Right? I think that is the biggest thing, is being able to tackle the market in a way that is... Why the fuck is this not working? Huh. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Shout out the Albemarle team. Y'all are amazing. I just want to see, why is this not working? Well, we'll get into that. I'll figure. We got a bug. But listen, I love the guys over at Albemarle. Had a ton of fun. I think they are absolutely fucking awesome. I think the movie was incredible. And I enjoyed today's stream a lot. I think we may have found a gem, by the way, with this Nova thing. We're up 8% on it. Not bad. Spy calls also moving very nicely right now. Chiant, if you're still watching, I hope you grab those calls because it's finally looking very strong. S&P looks much stronger than it did. We're about to get back to the highs from earlier. So we'll see what happens. Listen, I appreciate you guys day in and day out. Y'all are incredible. I will be back again 9 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. I believe we have a guest, so stay tuned. It's one I'm excited about. I'm very excited tomorrow. I'm always excited, man. There's always something fun happening. And I appreciate you guys. We'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern time. Peace!